Hi, today is Friday, January 21st, so that means I will be 21 weeks tomorrow, which is really exciting. That means I should be officially over halfway, depending on how long um, it takes for her to get here. I don't have a whole lot today, um, no real big, we didn't buy anything or anything like that. I still haven't put up. I made the cloth diaper video right after my last video, but I still, for some reason, didn't put it up. I forgot to. So I'll try to put that up this week too. But no real big purchases. We haven't ordered those or anything yet. I hope we can soon. But I will update you. I had an appointment yesterday, which was my 20-week ultrasound and my monthly appointment. So we went in, and I really had to go to the bathroom. And thankfully, they called us back within like 5 or 10 minutes of getting there for the ultrasound. And we got in there, and she started to do the ultrasound, but my bladder was too full. So I was allowed to go empty it, which was good. And then I came back, and before I had left the room, she had taken a picture of what she could see. And there was another lady in the room. Well, when I came back, she was explaining something to her about the space between the outside of my stomach and where the baby was. And come to find out, the lady, I think she must have been an intern or something like that, because it ended up being really cool. We got to hear, she was like explaining, or I guess reminding the lady of what all the stuff was, and saying, okay, well, if I want to see this view, how do I move it? And the intern would say, oh, well, you would move it like this, right? And stuff like that. So, and she would go through and explain, like I don't know, medical stuff that you normally wouldn't hear her verbally say out loud, that she would just take note of herself. So that was kind of cool. And we ended up getting a pretty long ultrasound out of it because she was using it as a bit of a training tool. And then I thought we were done, and she ended up asking me if I minded if I keep calling her an intern. I'm not really sure if she was an intern or not, but if she minded if I allowed her to do it for a little bit. I guess probably gaining experience or whatever, which I didn't care. So we did confirm it definitely is still a girl, so that's good. Really excited about that. As far as the appointment goes, the doctor said, everything seemed to be fine, everything like that. I didn't really have a whole lot of questions, except times where I feel like I'm going to pass out. It usually happens after I've been sitting down, and it seems to be after I eat. So he said that, and I was really worried, there was something wrong. So he explained that it's very possible that the way that the baby is could be laying on, I think the vein is called, and I could be completely wrong, I think it's called like the vena cava or something like that. Anyway, it's the vein that runs between the baby and your spine, and that's why you can't sleep on your back when you're pregnant. And he said that it's very possible that sometimes when I'm sitting, the way that I'm sitting, the baby shifts and pinches that vein, causing less blood flow to my heart, which causes less blood flow to my brain, which then causes me to be lightheaded and feel like I'm going to pass out. But he also said I am at a heightened risk for gestational diabetes because I have PCOS, and he said that it could be, and I said, well, this is after I've eaten, and he said, yeah, he said, it's very possible that when you eat, your blood sugar spikes and then dramatically drops, which in turn affects, what's getting to the baby and things like that, and ultimately can make me feel lightheaded. So at least we kind of know why, and I can kind of monitor to see if there's any food specifically. Obviously, carbs and sugar are going to be the main factors, but the first time that I really felt like I was going to pass out, I'd had pizza, which is carb-loaded, and then I had yogurt, which I don't really know exactly what the carb and sugar count on it was. It was just a I mean, it was like a light version of whatever, but that doesn't mean that there's not, you know, lots of sugar or something in it. So at least we kind of got an answer to that and at least know, you know, why that's probably happening. We also, we found out that she's approximately 13 ounces now, which is close to a pound, which is really exciting. I knew she was getting big, but I don't know, a pound just sounds like so big compared to, you know, when I use a ruler whenever it says however long she should be. And I remember at the very beginning it was like really, really small. And now I think she should be something like 10.5 inches from foot to head. So that's really exciting. Other than that, I don't think really nothing really went on this week. Oh, now that we've had our double confirmation that it is a girl, we're gonna go this week. A girl, I guess. She's I think 13. My husband works for a youth department at our church, and the girl sews these little birds from Zambia to help them get clean water, and she sews them, and then she in turn sells them for $5 a piece, and all proceeds go. They've actually just started last summer, and they already are just about ready to send over their next check, which will bring the total to $11,000 that they've donated so far to building wells in Zambia, which I think is really cool. Anyway, my husband spoke to her and asked her if she'd be willing to sew our bedding. We will pay her for it and stuff, and she said that she definitely would do our blanket. And then I'm hoping she'll do curtains as well. I'm not really interested in a bumper or anything like that. A bed skirt would be nice, but I did see a do-it-yourself bed skirt thing on YouTube, so I might just do that myself. So we're going to go look for fabric either today or tomorrow, and that'll be exciting. I'm really excited to get to pick my own fabric, and then we can, use it for other things as well, and it'll match. We also plan on having her make some of her birds for Zambia in the fabric patterns that we pick, and we'll pay her for the birds as well, and make a baby mobile out of it, and then it'll match our patterns. We're not doing anything birds, but I just thought it would be kind of a cool thing to do. So that's exciting. Also, now that, again, we for sure know that it's a girl, we're going to go get the wood letterings to put on her wall when we eventually get to have a nursery in April. So I figure we can go ahead and paint those and get, if we get everything ready for her nursery, then come April we can just kind of put it all together. So really, really excited about doing that and working on some of that stuff. Since I can't really put other things together, it'll be nice if I can start kind of doing some of the stuff I can do myself. So anyway, that's it. I don't really have a whole lot else. I will try to get up the cloth I bring video as soon as I remember to do that. Alright, we have a good week, and I will see you next Friday when I'll be almost 22 weeks. Alright, bye.